Good afternoon, Roberto.
Good afternoon.
Busy few days. Did the longer flight back from Greece give you a chance to let Thursday's historic results settle in, or was it straight on to thinking about Chelsea?
No. We are thinking Chelsea. We forgot the game in Greece, and we have to think to play better, to make points, and to play in our style with our idea. I must admit it's a very tough period, but we can and we must transform problems into opportunities. We can't think about injuries, about how many players we lost, but otherwise we have to be focused on the game. We are enough to try the win tomorrow. It will be a difficult game, but I think it's a part of the life, it's a part of football, playing in the difficulty, no? And we can become better if we accept this moment. We can become better players, better coaches, better men.
Is the team news for tomorrow roughly the same as in Greece? Is anyone new missing? Will Adam Lallana come back, for example?
I don't know, maybe João Pedro. João Pedro, we have to analyze tomorrow morning if he's available to play or to play one part of the game or not. Yes, Adam Lallana can play. Is available. James Milner as well. JP can play because he was suspended. And we have to see Mitoma. I don't know if Mitoma can start the game or not, but we will be ready to fight, to play, and to try to make points.
One of those players that's taking those opportunities you were just speaking about is Jack Hinchelwood, a local boy with a strong family ties to this club. I know you've spoken about his character. How useful is that right now, that sort of maturity that he has, with the situation you're dealing with, that you can call on someone that young but has such maturity?
Yes, I think his secret is his family. I know his father, and you can understand the guy you work with, depending on the family. Yes, and he is older than his age. Is ready to play in First 11, in Premier League, in Europe League. I think the credit, the bigger credit is on the academy of Brighton, because we can use a lot of young players, and they are ready. Okay, they are not ready yet as other players in squad, but they can become important for us. Not only Jack, but Josh in second half played the striker, and tomorrow I think can come on the bench others, young players.
Okay. Your first win at Brighton against Chelsea, I'm sure you realised that day it's become a bit of a rivalry, I think, for Brighton fans, especially because of the amount of players and staff who've gone that way in the last year and a bit. I guess if there is a sort of hot atmosphere at Stamford Bridge, is that quite good for your team to be able to harness that from the fans?
I don't know if we are rivals of Chelsea. I think no, because Chelsea is a big team, and they are a different level of Brighton. But for sure, we wanna win against everyone. We respect a lot Chelsea. We respect a lot their players. The coach, I have a big respect for Pochettino. He's doing a great job because they changed a lot of players, and it's very tough when you start changing a lot of players. But we are focused on what we can do because it's an important moment for us. We have to keep this atmosphere, this attitude, this passion, this connection with our fans.
Final question from me. This week, football's lawmakers have spoken about bringing in trials of sin bins at the highest level for issues like dissent. And we know that that could have come into play last week at Forest, for example. What is your opinion? Do you like the idea?
I already have a lot of problems in my head. The squad, this is not my business. I don't know. I'm waiting for new rules.
We'll speak then. Thank you.
Hi, Roberto.
Hey.
You'll have no Lewis Dunk tomorrow, but as you mentioned, you'll have a rested Jan-Paul van Hecke. How impressed have you been with his commitment to the style of play that you want him to show you?
But JP Van Eyck is one of the biggest improvement I've seen in my career as a coach. He's a surprise for me. Every game for me is a surprise because at the first moment I started to be a coach here. Until now is totally different. He's a big player. He's a great player. I think at the moment he's deserving to play in first 11. But I want to say something more. I think his improvement he has been can be important for him to reach a different level of team. I think in the future can play in different level.
There's 7 games this calendar month. How are you going to negotiate this constant, the busy period with all these injuries that Brighton has at the moment?
With passion, with our qualities, the most important qualities of Brighton are playing with soul, with passion, with courage. We must always try to be a protagonist, especially in the difficulties. With the same strong mentality. I think is a big opportunity for us this period. We have an important game tomorrow, Wednesday, another very tough game with Brentford at home. After that game, Barley at home, and then the final in Europe League because it's not enough to qualify the qualification. We would like to reach the top of the table in Europe League. I think we are playing no better, but we are doing better than last season because after 13 games, 22 points, after 5 games in Europe League, 10 points on the table. In the last 10 games, we lost only one game in Man City Stadium. It's because we are doing something of special.
Earlier you said...
More than last season, because sometimes you forget Brighton is... There is only one team who lost 3 important players, and it's Brighton. But at the moment, Brighton is keeping the same level of last season. Other teams didn't sell anyone, and they brought many players. And Brighton sold 3 important players, and we are keeping the same level in playing in a very difficult situation in terms of injuries, in terms of games in a row.
They must have a good coach.
No. There is the secret of Brighton is not. But I'm honest. Is not the coach. Is not the players. Is not club or owner. The secret is to keep this passion, this attitude, this soul, this courage. There aren't other secrets.
Earlier you said that Mauricio Pochettino is doing a good job at Chelsea. What key things that he's doing stand out to you during his time so far there?
But they are playing well. Their idea of play is clear, very clear. Okay, they have a lot of great players, but anyway, it's still difficult to give a clear idea after 3-4 months. I think they deserve it more points on the table. If you analyze the quality of the games, but and for it, I told you he's doing a great job.
Just finally from me, Julio Encise gave you and the Brighton fans a great memory early this year at Stamford Bridge. It's getting to the point now where initially we were expecting to see him back. We just wanted to know how his recovery is going, and could we see him in a Brighton shirt this year?
His recovering is going well, I hope, I think. But I think no. I think it's difficult for him to play in this year. I hope to watch him on the pitch from January. I think Welbeck can play before the end of the year, and Welbeck is very important for us, very important player. And we are suffering with playing without Danny Welbeck.
Roberto, hi. You talked about Jack Hinchelwood.
Yeah.
I wondered what you thought of Josh Doofus on Thursday, and how much of a credit he is to the academy and all the work they are doing to make the likes of Jack and Josh ready to play in your first team.
Yes, I said the academy of Brighton is top. Is top. They work very well. For example, sometimes can happen to watch the under-21 game, and I love his coach, how they play is amazing. I'm not used to speaking too much with the coaches of the academy because I don't want to put pressure. I don't want they follow my idea. But if they work as a coach of under-21, for me is an honor, is a proud, and it's another secret of Brighton.
You mentioned how hard a time it is at the moment, but the 2 wins against Nottingham Forest and in Athens, how much have they helped give everyone real confidence?
But winning help to winning, no? To win. It's important. We have to adapt to spend this period, because in football suffering is a normal part in football. There are many teams with a lot of injuries, especially for one team. The Brighton is not used to playing in Europe League. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Brighton stayed on sofa, no, not in the European stadium, and it has been a honor to reach the Europe League, and I think in the future can be easier, no, for us if we have the chance to play another season in European competition. Can be totally different.
We saw a lot of emotion after the win at Nottingham Forest, celebrating with the fans, a lot of emotion celebrating in Athens. Does that take a lot out of the players? Are you slightly worried, game after game, going to Chelsea, them having to find more emotion, more mentality every single game?
I think total opposite. I think the emotion in football are important. They can give you more motivation. For example, now the players have a great connection with our fans, and I think it's one of the most important win for us, because my players are playing for their fans, and we feel a big support of them during the game, especially in the away game, no?
Talking of Chelsea, do you think you and Maurizio Pochettino have a similar challenge? Yes, a lot of his young players are very expensive young players, but you both have a lot of young players to adapt and to get into playing at the top level.
I don't know the others coach what they are doing, but I think he's working very well with young or not. I think nothing changed, or maybe can change in the beginning, but at the end I think he's working well, and it's tough because working in Chelsea or in other big teams is difficult, no?
Finally, for me, they have been improving this season, but they lost their last game heavily at Newcastle. Do you think that will make them more dangerous? How do you think they will be to face after that big defeat?
But Newcastle in St James's Park, especially, is possible to lose the game. For Chelsea, for Liverpool, for Man United, Man City, and it's not a surprise. For us, nothing changed. 90 minutes to play, to fight, to play better than opponent, but nothing changed the last game.